Hey there! The purpose of this video is to show you all of the different sounds that you can make with the bass. Let's start without the bow. When you play the bass without the bow, you need to pluck the strings. This style of playing is called pizzicato, abbreviated as pizz, P-I-Z-Z with a period. The word essentially means plucked. In addition to plucking the strings, I can make other sorts of sounds like clicks, slaps, by using extended techniques. Here's an example of what you might hear from a jazz bass player. Here's an example of what you might hear the bass doing in a pop song. Here's an example of what you might hear the bass doing in a rap song or a hip hop song. Here's an example of a Latin-influenced bass line. The bass, or other similarly low-ranged instruments, can pretty much be featured in any ensemble across the world. Here are some different examples of different types of bass lines you might hear across the world, sometimes by instruments that aren't the bass. There are hundreds of genres that we haven't covered here, but that was just a little taste of what you could do when you're playing pizzicato. Let me pick up my bow. Before I play, gotta tell you, a lot of people think that the bow is only for classical playing. I'm here to tell you that is completely false. All of the bass lines I just played pizzicato can be played with a bow. Getting them to sound good, however, might take a little bit of extra practice. The bow can also be used to add new sound effects like chops, slaps, and clicks. Here's an example of how the bass might sound in a solo classical setting. Here's an example of how the bass might sound in a classical chamber ensemble setting. Here's an example of how the bass might sound in a classical orchestra setting. Here's some examples of different sounds that you can make with the bow to achieve any of the styles we mentioned previously. Hip hop. Jazz.